In the bottom right corner, we have the dark green Zerg representing Validity Gaming. It's Sebosaurus. And in the top left corner, representing Storm, it's Kolb. Pull first from Kolb. At 12 supply! Oh, we're gonna see a 12 pull! Let's get fucking hyped. Sebo continuing to drone. Now, as Sebosaurus, what you're looking for, he's gonna go down ahead, put down the hatch, that's all well and good. What you're looking for is that second overlord. You want to send this overlord out to around here to try and see if there's any Zerglings coming around on that attack path that you're not going to scout here. You're looking for that second overlord. As you can see, the second overlord is going to be delayed if you 12 pull. And that's what you need to look for. Okay. First overlord, you see it, you know you're good. When you see the second overlord, or rather the lack thereof, over here, you gotta be going, what's going on here? And we'll have to see Sebosaurus' reaction. Pull halfway finished. Lings go out. Ooh! And that's why you need to watch these attack paths. Sebo has no idea, unless he knows about the delayed overlord. We're gonna have to see if he's figured things out. Alright, he needs to pop 2 queens and 6 lings. Right now. He does see 2 more lings. That should tell him right now. He throws down a spine. Excellent. That's exactly what you need to do. Now, the next call he needs to make is when this overlord sees this, if there is no natural expansion, you need to let this die. You need to cancel the queen. You need to defend in the main. Kolb dropping a sorry. No need to be sorry. This is a tournament. Things are on the line. You're trying to win. Zerglings are popping, but you don't want to defend this. Your lings are going to get picked off. You're not going to have the mass to deal with this. You got to know when you don't see this natural, banelings are going to be followed up. He's all in. If he's going to expand, it's going to be later. Let this die. You know, you gotta listen to Kylo Ren. Let the pass die. Kill it if you have to. Not exactly, you know, what we're looking for here, but you need to keep pumping out queens. Stay on top of your injects. Stay on top of your injects, Sebo. Every Zergling goes down. Hatch is on fire. As 4 banelings get morphed. Now, Sebo does have the gas. I thought that was a Nidus. I was like, what the fuck? There's no lair. Okay. Dropping another spine. That's going to help him here. There's a lot of Zerglings. Kolb is all in. It's all about how much damage he can do here. Will the spine focus the banelings? Will the queen focus the banelings before they hit the drone line? It does take 2 kills. They do hit the drone line, but only one of them. That's a huge loss for Kolb. If we look at the units lost tab, 1,050 to 750. That's... And he's behind on workers. It is 23 workers to 13. He's able to mine gas. He's able to mine minerals. Kolb gonna drop a natural, but he's way behind. He has to get damage down. These drones are healing up. They can still be taken out by 1 baneling, but there's not even banelings being morphed here yet. Brave drone going out to try and defend this. Morphing in 2 more banelings. They have to hit. They have to make it past the spine, make it past the queen, make it past the other spine, and hit these low health drones before they heal up too much. Pretty much no drones lost for Sebosaurus, and that is massive. Sebo's still floating a lot of minerals, still floating a lot of gas. He has the roach warren. He needs to start pumping those roaches out. If we look at the production tab, only 1 more roach on the way. You can afford a lot more than that. Throw down a macro hatch, Sebo. I believe in the drain. Kolb, you need to push up this ramp. Spawn the ever-living hell. I would skirt the banelings around here, throw them in. Sebo does see that a natural's on the way, so he knows that Kolb is only going to have this. He sees it with the Overlord. If we look at his vision, he sees everything. He knows what he's up against. I would even move the spines to the ramp at this point. Not sure if these roaches are hold positioned. Kolb never getting up this ramp in a million years now. Window of opportunity missed. That's huge for Sebo. Dropping an Evo chamber even at the top of the ramp. Double Evo chamber. Form this kind of wall off. Gonna push out with the roaches. More than enough to deal with it. Let's see if he target fires. He does target fire one Baneling. The rest of these are gonna hit. It's gonna deal a lot of damage. Takes out one roach. Everything else is going to be pushed off here. Units lost almost even. 1250 to 1400. And that's not good if you're the player that's all-inning. Kolb does have a natural, but he's still behind in workers. He is 5 workers behind. Roaches heading across the map. Gonna see if he can get any damage done with these lings. There's spines in the main. He might be able to pick this off, but even so, Sebo can transfer his queens to defend. And these roaches are like a ticking timer. Sorry, like a ticking clock for Kolb. Kolb scouting it inadvertently. 4 lings going down for free. Gonna try to pick off his natural, and he does! He gets the natural with no cancel. Again, a huge reversal in favor of Kolb, but these roaches are pushing in. Drones going down left and right. 8 drones going down. He begins to work on the natural. Gonna head up into the main. Maybe. Roach is being picked off. Huge losses here for Kolb. Army supply is in favor of Sebosaurus. Kolb ahead on workers, but for how long, as he has to pull the boys to engage. One roach does get picked off, but at what cost? Even more workers going down. Sebosaurus now once again ahead in workers. Can Kolb hold on here? He does have the natural, so if he can hold the natural, there is a chance he can get back in this game. He does have upgrades finishing as well as Sebosaurus. Sebo, energy on the queen. There are no queens. There are no queens on the map for Kolb. That is massive. That means every 6 or so seconds that go by, there's going to be more larvae for Sebo than there is for Kolb. And the natural gets picked off with no defense from Kolb. Natural being put down for Sebosaurus. Can Kolb pull off this game? Can he get himself back into the series? We'll have to wait and see. Sebo trying for the contain against Kolb. Gonna head home here though. And I think that's absolutely the correct call. He is ahead. There's no natural here for Kolb. Kolb has lost so much in this game. Sebo, once again, we're seeing that he's floating a lot of minerals, although Kolb is floating 500 gas and 400 minerals. Could be a lot of roaches. Look at the production tab. +2 on the way. For Sebo, only +1 missile for Kolb. Now, +1 lings with Carapace can be devastating, but you need to have the lings. You need to get them to run by. You need to loop them through here into the main and get that damage done. And a Spire on the way for Sebosaurus. +1 missile and +2 missile, finishing up for both players respectively. Lair on the way again for Kolb. Natural still only halfway done. Sebo and Kolb both even on workers, but Sebo with that natural base, and Kolb mining out a little bit in his main. Kolb going across the map to see if he can make something happen here. But Sebo does have the advantage of Ravagers. And Army Supply. And a ton of injects, which he's missing. But that can all be okay. Kolb realizing he's not going to be able to push up this map anytime soon. Sending some scouting links up, they're going to get picked off right away. And he's going to head the rest of the way home. Third going down for Kolb. If he can get that up and running, and Sebo plays passively, could pay off in his favor, with 5 Mutalisks on the way for Sebo. The Overlord does scout this. Kolb. We've seen this in his previous series against. We're gonna have to see if these mutas go in, do their harass, do their thing. No spores in production yet. No Hydralisk Den dropped. So we see +2 everything on the way for Kolb. Sebo with a little bit of a supply block. Could get worse here if that Overlord is picked off, but I don't know if that's going to happen. There's no way you're getting up that ramp here, Kolb. And Sebo finally going to head across the map here with these Mutalisks.
Your brood has found something to chew on.
He will lose that Overlord. Supply blocking him further, but it's not going to matter. The Mutalisks are here.
Evolution complete.
There we go. It is doing absolutely huge amounts of damage. Every drone dies. Going into the main. A lot of spores here. But will it have time to finish? The answer to one is no. The answer to the rest is yes. Hydrodon finishing up here, but not enough drone count to make that really matter from Kolb. He has the gas. But not enough minerals, as all bearers would say. Can't fight this with your army, man. Can't shoot up. Sebo loses a lot of mutas, but gets a lot of damage done. $4,700 resources lost to 3,500 in favor of Sebosaurus. So many spore crawlers. You don't want to be trading Mutalisks for spore crawlers. It's not a good trade. They will regen their health, and he can shut down his third all day, but I'm going to try to engage the Queen. If the Queen focuses this muta, it can get 2 muta kills. Oh no, it goes for the one with a lot of health. He does get 2 muta kills, but at what cost? Could have taken out all 3 there. It's going to be okay. Sebo sniping the Hydralisks. Gonna retreat to the safety of that spore crawler. Picking off Overlords. If only we could combine these players into an Archon. 1,100 gas to 1,600 minerals in the bank. This third will get shut down. There's not enough Hydra here to push out and retake that, as the muta count continues to grow here for Sebosaurus. Now, one thing that could absolutely turn this game around, well, fighting in spore crawlers will do it, but dropping an infestation pit and getting 1 good fungal growth off, making like 2 infestors, One good fungal growth, second good fungal growth, all these metas die. Every single one. When you're playing from behind like this, you need to think in a guerrilla warfare sense. Okay, what can I do that's really cost effective? What can I do that's going to take this from a coin flip and turn it into, okay, I'm back in control of this game. But natural getting picked off, third getting picked off, and Kolb is in dire straits. He has an okay Hydra count. He could engage these metas and do some damage. Maybe not win the fight, but buy enough time for the rest of his units to get across the map. Sebo taking a third. It is 41 workers to 15. Massive income differential. +2 air on the way for Sebosaurus. As Kolb trying to figure out what to do. Sebo just droning up his third, keeping it calm. He knows he's ahead. Muta count still continuing to grow. Gonna be... does have the count to engage the spore crawlers. One Muta does fall. But he's in on the overload cloud. Kolb not gonna be able to produce anything anytime soon. Only 200 minerals. Only 16 workers. And only 8 actually saturating. Another spore crawler goes down. This is a war of attrition that Kolb will not win. He needs to head across the map, he needs to shut down the third, and he needs to go into the natural. He needs to coin flip it. Muta Cloud just gonna regen their health. There's nothing lost here. +2 air attacks. About to finish up. And that's going to be absolutely devastating. Or Kolb. To try and pull back from. He's trying to mass up, but his income is so slow. It's never going to outpace Sebo. 2,300 minerals and 1,000 gas. He could pop out 11 more Mutalisk easily now if he wanted to. Picking off the last queen. There is a ton of larvae down here. More drones going down. Drone count down to 13. Kolb needs to make something happen. He's trying to defend here, but there's not much left to defend. Okay, you're gonna defend the overlords, but you know, you don't have money to make the units anyway. So it's really a matter of fear for Kolb. Perhaps rightly so. Second Spire on the way. Or Sebosaurus. And Hive Tech. Just taking his time. Getting upgrades, continuing to develop the advantage. Going in on the Baneling Nest. There's no Spore Crawlers left. As Kolb finally heading across the map. There's nothing here to defend the third. These roaches can march out, but you don't want to engage this army on open ground. Okay, they are going in. Ravagers are in the front, so they will go down first. Expensive units, but same goes for the Hydralisks of Kolb. Every building under attack here by the Mutalisks. The hatch goes down. Kolb able to pick off all of the roaches of Sebosaurus. Trying to base race it. Mutalisks heading home, and only 3 Hydralisks here to defend the roaches of Kolb. And those Mutalisks do have +2, max out of the roaches from Sebo, and he still has money in the bank to spare. Hydralisks going to ton on these roaches. And GG, LOL is called as Sebosaurus takes the series.